Does alien Earth hit home?
Or will it be a crash landing?
Find out next. What's up, misfits and metalheads, and welcome to another episode of the Cutting Room Floor. We are from the band Cut Like This. I'm Tony Black.
I'm Rose Blood.
And today we are talking about Alien Earth. Finally, we have an Alien franchise series for the first time ever. But first, don't forget, like, subscribe. We have music videos right here, YouTube, all over the place, Bandcamp, Spotify, hook up, band up. Rose, why don't we get into this? Tell them a little bit about this one, currently streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Well, you guys know from our review of Alien Romulus that we are diehard lovers of the Alien franchise.
Mm-hmm.
This franchise never seems to miss for us. We love it. Even some of the ones that weren't as good,
yeah.
I still freaking love them. I don't care.
Yeah.
So
same,
anyway,
same.
I just love that world. I love the creature. It's just awesome. So. Here's our little synopsis. A Weyland-Yutani ship crashes to Earth, carrying deadly alien cargo. As rival companies compete to salvage the remains, humans struggle to save the survivors, and dark choices will be made. That's my little synopsis. I was trying to dance around. I think that was pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So, in this installment of the Alien franchise, we have 2 episodes that dropped right away. So this is our first look at the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth. I think they did a great job establishing this part of the story. What I thought was really cool is that in Alien Prometheus, for example, which is one of the prequels of the Alien franchise, we got to meet Peter Weyland, who is the Weyland, the founder of Weyland-Yutani, the Weyland half. This time, we get to see the Yutani founder also. So that's really cool, because that's something that we haven't really seen before. So I thought that was a neat little, just like a cool little Easter egg. And I don't consider that a spoiler, because it's just, you just get to see this character for the first time. We got a lot of firsts in this one. This is the first time we get to see other aliens.
And the first time we get to see, I was always curious. I really
like that.
What Earth looks like in this time period.
Yeah, exactly.
Since we can send spaceships out, obviously, in this time period, what does Earth look like? And we finally get to see that in the technology they have.
Yeah.
And amazingly, just like Rose said, we get lots of different species of aliens, and this is just the beginning. Who knows how far they're even going to go?
We haven't seen them all yet. We just saw the ones in the first 2 episodes, so there's more that will be revealed.
Oh, man.
We did see them, because you see the little specimen cases and stuff like that of them in like hibernation and stuff like that. But you don't get to see what they can actually do yet.
Yeah.
So really cool props. The director, Noah Hawley. He's not only the director, he's also the writer. He's known for the show Legion, which I absolutely love.
Cool.
That's a really trippy, really dark, really cool, interesting
that
character.
Was on FX also.
Yeah, exactly. It was also on FX.
With FX.
Yep.
Good job for him.
He also is the writer for the Fargo TV series, which I've heard is actually amazing. I haven't gotten to check it out, but I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and I really love the original movie. He is also he's done a lot. He's got a lot of accolades behind him. He is a good choice for this because he is very, very well versed in television specifically, and so are many of the actors that we're going to see in the series. One of the main characters, her name is Wendy. She is played by Sydney Chandler, and there's a very big, important part of the story that revolves around her and her brother, Hermit, who's played by Alex Lothar. And he was actually in this TV series, End of the Fucking World, that was on Netflix, that we really, really liked. It was a great coming-of-age story.
No, you watched that without me.
No, you watched it with me. You watched it with me. Yep, super violent. He was a very interesting, very complex character in that, and I think that ability is probably why they picked him for this character as well, because he's one of these kind of characters that obviously has a lot going on in here, you know what I mean? And he's in a really tough situation, and you know, he doesn't actually know what has happened to his sister, who now goes by the name Wendy. She actually was originally, her name was Marcy, and she changes it for reasons. And the main reason being, Boy Cavalier, another big main character. He's played by Samuel Blinken. He is a boy genius, you know, trillionaire. He's the world's first trillionaire, right? And he runs this company called Prodigy. This is going to be very important later on, because it is his building that the Weyland-Yutani spaceship crashes into, which then turns into a fight for the rights to salvage what is on that ship, because the Weyland-Yutani cannot technically go in there until they're given clearance by the company Prodigy. So this becomes like a
who's
really...
not going to give him clearance right away?
Yeah, this becomes a really, really important part of the story. What I thought was also really interesting is not only do we get some new aliens, because I was always curious. I'm like, okay, you're a colony that's capable of space flight. You know, you can travel for, you know, all these like manner of years and decades and stuff like that. You've mastered this kind of stuff. We see how insane and powerful the Xenomorphs are. But I was like, if you can travel to multiple planets, then surely there must be other alien life. You know what I mean? And I always wanted to see like what that was about. Obviously, I love the Xenomorphs. I think they are just the coolest. One of the coolest creature designs ever, in my opinion.
Agree, yeah.
Like one of the coolest alien like creature designs that exists in the world is the Xenomorph. It's just freaking cool. I love that it has different steps of there's like different parts of what makes a you know what I mean? Like there's like the face hugger form, and then there's like the baby form, and then there's the full grown Xenomorph. You know what I mean? There's like the eggs. You know what I mean? Like it's just cool. Like it's just cool to see, you know, and then we also have seen in the past, we've seen, you know, what happens when the Xenomorph absorbs different types of creatures. You get different types of Xenomorphs, which is really cool, which is also why they are so scary and such a freaking apex predator, is because they have limitless evolution, you know what I mean? And that is something that's really interesting. So along with these alien life forms, this is about like life itself and the configurations of life, just like Prometheus was. You know, Prometheus is all about like, where is the beginning of life, who is the person that created humanity, etc., right? That was the whole premise of that. And this is kind of exploring that in a different way. It's kind of just exploring the themes of transhumanism. Transhumanism is, you know, going beyond, more human than human, basically, you know, Blade Runner style, aka Rob Zombie style. So what's interesting there is that right from the jump, it talks about the different types of life there are, like cyborgs, you know, synths, hybrids. You know what I mean? It immediately, so you know that you're in for something like that.
I like how they get into that, and you can see that there's like a lot of there's a lot going on in like the political climate of just Earth and humans, like there always is. But you know, thankfully it's different because it's in the future and it's a story, so we don't have to deal with reality kind of stuff. And then on top of that, now you have like a crash landed ship with a Xenomorph and a couple other species in it. It's just a recipe for disaster.
It is. It is. One of the synths that we get to meet early on is Kirsch, who's played by Timothy Olyphant. I'm a big fan of Timothy Olyphant. You might know him from shows like Deadwood or Justified. I think my biggest ones that I really remember him from is, as far as going into like horror stuff, is The Crazies. The Crazies remake.
The Crazies, yeah.
That was an amazing. To me, that was
remake.
Really like, you know. Some people hate reboots. that to me was a super effective reboot. And I thought he was incredible in that. He was also in the Hitman movie, the first one and stuff. You know, it's like I just really liked him as an actor.
I do too.
He's really talented.
Yeah.
And he's very interesting as this character. He's got a unique look. He's got like this white hair and these white eyebrows and stuff. And he actually joked about that in some interviews and stuff about how he looked at because those they actually did bleach his eyebrows, so he had to like walk around with these weird ass looking eyebrows and stuff.
Suffer for your art, Timothy Oliphant.
I think it does add to kind of like the feel of him being like an artificial human.
Definitely
you know what I mean?
does.
It definitely
like
makes him look like a certain uncanny valley kind of way, and he has very strong opinions about synths versus humans. And you'll see more about that in the series. But all of that being said, I could talk about Alien forever. Okay, I could talk about the lore of Alien for a really long time.
But I'm gonna have to
He's reeling me in right now. He's reeling me in.
It's only 2 episodes. I gotta reel her in. It's not the whole season now.
Okay. So Thorn Black. How would you rate? We rate via chainsaw on this show, with 5 chainsaws being an epic masterpiece film, and 1 chainsaw not even having the chain on it. It is not even running. I don't think it's even got any gas in it. So.
All right. So.
How many chainsaws?
I was actually debating a little bit on what I wanted to give it, and I wanted to give it like something in between, like a half and a whole number, but we don't have that. So I'm gonna round it up. I think I'm gonna actually give this a 4.5 chainsaw intro. There's like little small things in like some of the edits that I didn't care for. They did like this some kind of like foreshadowing overlay stuff that I've never seen in Alien before. I also don't think it's necessary in an Alien, because we know it's gonna go down. I don't need any foreshadowing. Just, please stop that. Other than that, you know, I think they build the world really well. They get you invested in the characters. You get to see things that you may have questioned in the past about, like, you know, the series or the franchise. And they're introducing new species, as well as we have the classic terrifying Xenomorph just causing havoc and ripping people to shreds. It's a fantastic start to this series. I have very high hopes for it. Rose, what are you going to give this?
I am going to give this 4.5 chainsaws as well. I am only reserving that extra half a chainsaw for when I get to see the rest of the series. I'm sure it's going to end up getting upgraded. But we've only got 2 episodes out. I'm trying to just judge it by that.
That's right. And maybe we'll do another one like at the end of the season, like the full season, and give you our final thoughts on like the entirety of it.
The first episode was a little bit slower, but I thought it was very crucial to laying down the groundwork for what's about to go freaking down. You know what I mean?
Had it only been 1 episode that dropped,
it would have been bad. That I can see why they dropped the 2 episodes.
I would not have given it a 4.5 necessarily if it was only the first episode. But when you watch them together, then it's like, oh, okay, got it.
I will say, I believe that you absolutely should watch both episodes before you make an opinion on it. Because you shouldn't judge it by the first episode, because a lot of the major crazy action is going to be happening in that second episode. But you do need that first episode. But you got to
lay the groundwork. You can't just have mindless action for no reason.
Yeah, because it kind of lays the groundwork for what is happening on Earth at this point in time. It has to do with like what these people are. You know, the differences between synths and hybrids, and artificial life in general.
And then comes the corporate greed.
Yeah, and then comes the corporate freaking greed. I think that the alien design for this is fantastic. I do like, there are some differences of this version of the Alien versus the other films. The director kind of talked about this. He was saying that he kind of took it more to being like a quadruped as opposed to being on 2 feet. He's like, it's running a lot on like all 4 legs and stuff. It's a little more, it's animalistic, but it's also very incredibly cunning. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that you can see this fucking alien stalking people.
It's just stalking and hunting.
It is so terrifying.
And it's great because that's what it's supposed to do, and it does. It's just stalking and hunting, and
man,
it's so quiet
good.
until it doesn't. It's like you don't even know it's right next to you, just like you're supposed to from like all the past.
Yeah. And
don't get hunted by one of these.
Don't get hunted by an alien.
Yeah.
Don't get hunted by a xenomorph.
No.
I think they've appropriately made it incredibly scary. Great stunt work. Great. Just once the freaking killing starts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I agree.
Ooh, it gets real nasty. It gets real gory. All you gore hounds out there.
Just go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
We love it. It's great.
You're
it's
welcome.
fantastic.
And
I
let us
can't
know
wait
what
for
you
the
think.
next episode.
Exactly.
I cannot wait. So
we're gonna wrap it up.
we're wrapping it up.
Go watch the episode. You're welcome. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and follow. Once again, we are from Cut Like This. Music all over the place. Hook a band up. We have new stuff coming soon.
Also, we have a really special episode. We have some special stuff that's coming up soon. We are going out into the world, into the actual outside world, and we're going to be doing something special with a movie screening, but I cannot actually say what it is. But just know that there's something special and different coming from us very soon.
That's all for today. We are